Hi, let me introduce Bilyana.Petrova, who is now getting her PhD at the University of North Carolina. And she has come by University of Richmond to say hi and to tell me a little bit something about her dissertation proposal, which she's just defended. And it has to do with S.L.P in Latin America and in Eastern Europe. Bilyana, tell us a little bit about your proposal.
So first, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to compare the evolution of inequality in Central and Eastern Europe and in Latin America, and how it was shaped by the reform process that was pursued during the 1990s in both regions. So I would like to see how reinsertion into the global economy, openness to economic trade as well as to foreign direct investment, influenced the income distribution in those two regions. Both of these regions adopted more interventionist economic models during the second half of the 20th century. In Latin America, as you know, we had input substitution industrialization models of economic development. In Central and Eastern Europe, we had the establishment of communist regimes, and those regimes collapsed at the end of the 1980s. So those economies actually transitioned to a more liberal economic structure during the 1990s, and I would like to see how that process shaped people's incomes and their prospects.
Do you have any preliminary thoughts about what you're going to find?
Yes, actually. I expect that in those countries where the manufacturing sector remained relatively extensive, inequality levels were lower because the industrial sector tends to be a little bit more homogeneous, and wage dispersion, or the difference between the salaries received by different workers, tends to be lower. In countries which were predominantly service-oriented, we observe wage polarization, so the employment structure becomes very structured and very hierarchical, with some people having high incomes at the top and some people having lower incomes at the bottom. And then other societies came to depend on commodities, and in those societies we have different outcomes dependent on whether the commodity sector was capital intensive or labor intensive, and whether the exchange rate regime was liberalized or not.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip home.
Thank you.